Hey guys, Ziggs here, time for another episode of Minesaga Skyblock. Today we're going to show you how many spawners we have, why we're making so much money, how we made so much money, and I'm going to talk about the server economy a little bit. But first, you saw in the title 376 million payouts right now. Don't believe me? Check the screen. It's right there. See it? Bam! 376 million. Not lying. Not lying. How is that even possible? Well, for one, we just won Is Top 1, and with the Is Top 1 reward, we bought personal economy boosters. And as many of you know, I do not hold all of the spawners on our team. I only hold mine, and everybody else has their own, but what we did was we had the main alt. My main alt was go to everybody's island and pick up their hoppers, replace them, so that when that specific alt used the personal booster, I am boosting every single spawner we have. And I'm going to give you that number in a minute here, more than a minute here. First, I'm sure you guys wanted to see my farm. These are all stacked. These are all 250. These are all fully upgraded. As you can see, I've burned my amount. I think I had 20,000 mob coins so far at one point, and I've burned it down to 9,200. So I've been a little busy. I have moved spawners around a couple of times, so yeah, whatever. But these are all stacked. I think there might be one in here somewhere that isn't, but and I know this one isn't fully stacked, but the rest are. Did I put a... No, and I have enough money. Hop! I have enough money to do so now. Hold on a second. Don't mind me. I gotta put a cap on this. I gotta bust a cap in its lid. Gotta be careful. Gotta stay family friendly and all. I did hide chat this time because unfortunately some negativity sploofed through. But here you go. You guys ever seen this done before? Entire inventories? You ever seen that done? Bet you haven't seen it done twice. Oop, little preview of the next episode there. Bet you guys haven't seen it twice. Have you seen it twice before? Bam! Bam! Oh, I'm just shy of doing it a third time. I just need to wait a couple minutes with those battle updates. I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just put them all together. Little tip for you guys: once you get to this point, your last stack, I pick it up and then I re-stack it together like so. That way I don't have to one by one place them like a fool. But yeah, this is my life now. It's a miserable life, adding all these spawners. Just kidding. So while I'm doing this, let's talk a little bit about how we got to this point and why we're dominating quite so readily. Well, when you check Is Top, you see we have quite a few members here. Stop looking. Me, SJ941, Pixel, Grenade, Chuff, Philip, X, Litigant, X, James Crafts, also known as Riley, and Keycon. Out of those, only SJ941 and James Craft, otherwise known as Riley, are not playing. Everybody else is active and fully participating. And we all have frogs, and we all grinded like crazy people the very first 2 or 3 weeks, and now we're kind of on cruise control. But these stinky guys, these stinky smelly guys here, they keep creeping up on us. I mean, we have a decent lead, but they're gaining more on us every week because we're trying to bank our extra income, and they are spending it. And so because of that, we have to continue to buy boosters when we'd rather just bank the PayPal and pay each other later. But no such luck. So we hammered Frog pretty crazily. We made sure that everybody had adequate T3s and adequate cell bots. We didn't share, but if somebody was having overflow in one of their farms, we're smart enough to throw one of our own cell bots in their farm. Therefore, we've had like no loss. Now, the only loss that we've had is because there has been some issues on the server with alts disconnecting, and that's, there's not a whole lot we can do about that. We've tried a couple things. You guys know I'm pretty good with the console client stuff, but haven't quite figured out how to fix it, and it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense as to why it's happening either, because if they're disconnecting, they should just reconnect because they're set up to do that automatically. But nope, not the case at all. But either way, we're working through it. We're making it work. Obviously we're making it work. So just so you guys are aware, when we started the boosters, it is right now, it's Sunday 4:00 p.m. EST. We started the boosters at Saturday, 4:00 p.m. EST. So we're 24 hours through, which means we have 16 hours left. We started as a team. We started with 108,848 spawners, villager spawners. We now have 133,296 villager spawners, and that's how we're getting that, plus the penguin, plus the 2x booster is how we're getting. Do I have overflow yet? I might. That's how we're getting the 376 million. Yeah, I got a little overflow. I'm at 250 hoppers though, so not much I can do about that. That means I got to start another farm, basically. Yay! Can't wait, but that's okay. I can handle it. But I'll do that off camera. You don't need to see that. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. And yesterday, I made myself a little shop, and I started buying T3s for a higher price than what the rest of the server is paying. And I got some flack. Some people were very upset at me for wrecking the economy. And I have a couple of things that I would like to get off my chest about that. Mignone! I'd have a couple of things that I'd like to get off of my chest. First of all, I did not wreck the economy. I did not wreck the T3 economy. I needed T3s fast because I'm boosting, doing personal boosters. The only way to get them fast is to up the price so that I create a monopoly, thus raising the overall price of T3s. Wrecking the economy is not raising the price of T3s. A good economy is dependent on high prices. I'm actually helping the economy. Maybe you don't understand. I'll explain further. When new players log, and this was one of the complaints that I got, is that I'm hurting new players. It's making it harder for new players to get started. When new players start, what is one of the first things they do? They go to a mining world, right? Then what do? Well, they go get a spawner. Then what? They have a spawner, now they need to sell. So what are they going to do? You think they're going to go right ahead and spend 20 million on T3, which was the current price of T3s? No, they can't afford that. They don't got that kind of money. So what are they doing? They're hoping they get one out of a DP key, or they're getting maybe a T1, and then they're going to hook the T1 up to a chest, and then they're just going to sell it manually. That's how most new players get started, or they make a cobble gen. However, if you get 2 T3s in your DPs, did that rhyme? It kind of rhymed a little bit. Now you got some rich guy on the server paying 50 million for a T3. What do you think they're going to do? You think they're going to hang on to that T3? They're going to sell that T3 to me, and they're going to make 50 million, when before all they were making was 20 million. That's called helping the economy. Now we're getting money flowing, we're getting money moving around. Now they're able to get a better start. You want to make the argument, well, they can't afford it. Well, they couldn't afford it anyway. They're brand new. The only people it hurts when I raise prices on T3 are my direct competitors. These guys here. These guys in the top 10 here. And that's just a part of the game, my man. That's just a part of the game. It's called an evolving economy for a reason. You got to flow with it. You got to flow with it. We're on the top for a reason. We kind of know what we're doing a little bit. And so, you know, it is a tactic to compete, is to get control of the economy and to raise the prices. And, you know, if you can't handle that, then you shouldn't be competing. So that off my chest, I feel better. I feel good. All right. I love you guys. Maybe you've noticed behind me, which way? I gotta go this way, right? Maybe you noticed behind me, you see a swing back there? Yep. No, my baby's not there. My baby's not home right now. My baby has been born, my son. He was 8 pounds, 14 ounces. God bless my wife. 21 inches long. They're not tall because they don't stand. They're long because they lay down. And very healthy. His name is Evan. He likes to eat. He does not like to sleep a whole lot, but he likes to eat. Really likes to eat. But that's, you know, that's pretty standard for babies. He's actually a good baby. He's actually a good baby. But yeah, I mean, that's it. We've got, that's everything. I think pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. We've got 133,000 villager spawners. We're going to use personal boosters when we have to, and it's going to be difficult to take us off of his top one because of that, because we get $150 every week to do with whatever we want. Is it time? Is it time to buy another 36? 12.9. Oh, so close, so close. I'd only need, what, 800 million more? Oh, that won't take so long. That won't take so long. Only a couple of minutes. Let's go there now, actually. I don't want to make this my thumbnail because it's gonna destroy the big reveal. Oh, I forgot to mention. We also are selling shards, basic shards. I stopped looking, made the shop, but he's selling a stack. Well, that's weird how he did that like that. But he's selling one. He's selling one for 150,000 a piece, and then he's now buying T3s at 30 million, not 50 million. And I only had the shop open for like 18 hours, the 50 million T3 shop, and already the prices are going back down. So those of you that yelled at me and called me a mean person and said I'm gonna unsubscribe, get over it. The prices are already going back down. Jeez. Anyway, is it time yet? It's not time yet. Got another 100 million coming, but it's still not enough. It's only 12.5. Screw it, I'll do it later. But you know, it's all part of the game, yeah, you know, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much everything I wanted to discuss. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. I don't know how many this is right here. Oh yeah, I do. This is because I had 18.8 and we added, well actually I've added more than that now. 36 times 64 plus 36 times 64, 29,000. So this right here is about 50,000. This is about 50,000 spawners right here on 250 hoppers with penguin out. We are getting overflow, so good to know. There you go. For those of you that have 250 hoppers and you want some numbers, there you go. But that's going to do it for this one. Even by the time this airs, we will have gained probably another 50,000 spawners because these boosters are ridiculous. Ridiculous. That's going to do it though. Thank you guys so very much for watching. And as always, take it easy.